G'day folks, here's my top 20 most valuable 7 inches according to Discogs. G'day folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing the 4th in our series of most valuable items according to Discogs. We've done LPs, CDs and tapes, now we're doing 7 inch records. So yeah, I have a lot of these but nowhere near as many as records or CDs. But there's still some decent stuff in here. About half of it probably is horrible grindcore, and there are some challenging and rude album covers in this, so yeah, if you're squeamish maybe don't watch this one, but consider yourselves warned. As usual, I'm doing this is based on median price, and Discogs is a little weird. I think Simon from Explosive Action might have pointed this out on one of his versions of this. If you look at all of your listings just in a big list, it has one median price there, but then if you click on that actual thing, it may have a different median price. So I'm going based on just my collection, looking at a big list of them. So yeah, that'll do. So this is prices in Australian dollars as of, I don't know, a couple of days ago when I last updated the list. So yeah, I'm using the median, but I'll mention the highest price that some silly people have paid for these things. Yeah, I don't listen to my 7 inches all that much because, as I think I've ranted before, it drives me crazy when record labels don't put that it's whether it's 33 or 45. So yeah, it's bad enough on big 12 inches, let alone 7 inches. And plus, I'm always, they only have like 5 minutes of music per side, so I'm always getting up to bloody change the side. It's probably good exercise, I suppose. But so I do like my records though. I listen to them pretty regularly, but yeah, anyway, let's get into it. Alright, number 20 on the list is Christbait Split with Dirt Clod Fight. Whoever the bloody hell they were. This one, the median price is $44.89 and the maximum price is $55.42. Can't for the life of me remember where I got this from. Probably would have been online, maybe Discogs, maybe eBay. I don't think I bought it in a shop. So yeah, the Christbait side of this is their song Big Truckin' Mud Flaps, which is one of my favourite songs of theirs. It used to go down very well live, but it was only ever on this. They didn't re-record it for their EP or their album, it wasn't on their demo, so I didn't have that song for many a year. I remembered it from gigs, so I'm glad I finally got this, like God knows when. I mean, it's now available on this big fancy box set, which is very handy. There's like 2 versions of it, a newer remastered or mixed or something or other version, but I'm happy with this one. I did have it on a live tape, I think, but I could never bloody remember the name either, but it didn't really matter because eventually I got this. But yeah, this is classic Christbait. It's one of their best songs, I reckon. It's just got that explosive dynamics, and they go from a normal sort of riff to just bang, power. Really killer groove on it as usual as well. There's a film clip of this on Rage. I didn't think not on Rage, sorry, on YouTube. I didn't think it was there, but just search for Christbait and there it is, bang. So the link is below. It's yeah, not the world's greatest film clip. It looks like they're trying to be like Tad or some other grunge band maybe. It's just them in a I mean the song's about trucking sort of. So the clip is just the band just dicking around in a truck stop with lots of trucks driving past and them sitting around having beers and showing off their tattoos. So yeah, not the most exciting, but the other side's Dirt Clod Fight. Yeah, that's like a rock metal-y kind of band from California. I've listened to this about like 3 times, I reckon. Listen to the Christbait side a heap, but I know very little about these guys. The song's alright. It's just sort of sludgy, grungy kind of rock, sort of cleanish kind of vocals. Not too bad, but that's what we're here for. Good old Christbait. Friggin' killer song. Number 19 is Death Breath with their self-titled 7 inch. This one has a median price of $46.77 and a maximum of $67.74. So, yeah, getting up there. This is, again, no idea where I got this. Probably from like a Maryland Death Fest or, I don't know, somewhere. I don't think I bought it online, so I probably just saw it in person and went, I'll have that. Nothing super exciting, this one. It's got like, the first song's just the song Death Breath. It's straight off Stinking Up the Night, the first album, so nothing to write home about there. I mean, it's a great song, but The other two songs though are exclusive to this. I think it's a bit rawer production. I seem to recall. There's like Corpses of Death and Matricide. Matricide's probably the highlights, just a fast sort of bangery one. Corpses of Death has Marcus from an old punk band, I Quit, on vocals. Sounds a bit different. So none of these have the mighty Jorgen Sandstrom on them, but or what's his name, Scott Carlson from Repulsion. But I think it's just what's the guitarist name, Robert Persson on vocals on this, I think. So, but yeah, nice little score. Again, it's their first release. I've got most Death Breath. I don't have that later 7-inch that they put out. I don't know, last year or the year before. I'll track that one down eventually, but I seem to recall it was either sold out or not very cheap for like 2 songs. But yeah, I love this band. Just quality Swedish death metal from Nicky Andersson, one of the legends that started it. Number 18 is Macabre with Night Stalker. This is from all the way back in 1993. So this is Relapse singles number 21. Yeah, I got this one for €10 from Soul Cellar Records. Very happy with that one. The median price of this $48.91, and the maximum that someone's paid is $104.97. So it's getting up there. Yeah, this is classic murder metal band. This is just prior, I think, to their Sinister Slaughter album. The songs on this are actually, most of them are the same sort of format. And the songs themselves, I don't know, bother putting it on the back. It's got Night Stalker, Is It Soup Yet, Zodiac, Sniper in the Sky, and What the Hell Did You Do, James E. Poo, or Pow, whatever his name is. Yeah, it's just very exciting in a sleeve. So, yeah, the songs are different versions. Like, they're still pretty much the same, but, yeah, he's like, Corporate Death's vocals sound a bit different. His non-sort of screech voice doesn't sound quite as deep. Zodiac itself, the song is way shorter than the album. It's pretty much the end bit of Zodiac. It's only like 23 seconds or something ridiculous. So that's a weird one. The other ones are pretty bloody standard, really. Pretty sure I think I got a t-shirt of this, but I could be mistaken. I have a number of Macabre shirts. Might be confusing it with a Church of Misery shirt that also has old mate Dickie Ramirez on the front. So yeah, I was happy to get this one. I'd been on the list for a while, but I've still got to get I think Shit List, which I think is the Macabre demo. That's another 7-inch that is quite a bit rarer, I think, than this one. I seem to recall this one is fancy green vinyl, which is pretty different for the 1993. So yeah, I think this came in a number of different colours. But yeah, killer friggin' song, and yeah, love this band. So ridiculous, but so awesome. Number 17 is a split between Spectral Voice and Frenelith. This one I got for $7 plus postage. $7 US, that is, from Dark Descent when it came out new. So happy with that one. Its median value is $49.51 and maximum is $139.50. So yeah, this is a spiffy fold-out sort of job. It's pretty bloody nice, actually. Yeah, this came out on like Dark Descent and Iron Bonehead as well, I think. So yeah, very very happy with this one. It's even on spiffy looking vinyl. Re-sleeving. Yeah, this is a pretty freaking killer exclusive song from each band. I think this is before either of them released, their first albums. And by the way, if you do actually get this, just be wary, the label printing is wrong. It says one side Spectral Voice, but the other side Spectral Voice. I got thrown by that. I'm writing notes on it going, wow, Spectral Voice with all these blast beats and stuff. And oh, wait a sec. No, that's not Spectral Voice. That said, their song is a bit faster than usual. This is like predates their Eroded Corridors of Unbeing album. It's only a year before that, but it sounds older than that. So production could be marginally better, but what the hell? It's only a 7-inch. But yeah, it's a killer song. Peeled Veins, I think, is the Spectral Voice song. It's just got this killer slow bass break in it and another stomper sort of riff at the end. But yeah, it's pretty friggin' tasty. Frenelith stuff, they're a Danish sort of just straight death metal-y kind of band. Pretty bloody tasty. Big fan of theirs, as you may have guessed, but yeah, their song on here, which is Once Fertile Soil, it's pretty friggin' nice. It's got EW, which is Eli, the drummer and vocalist of Spectral Voice, listed as a singer on this one as well. Can't really tell, but they've already got Simon and David also doing vocals. And yeah, that's David from Undergang and a number of other bands. Yeah, their song's bloody killer as well. It's just first half is just furious death metal, and then sort of slows down quite a bit for the second half, but very tasty. So yeah, pretty happy to have this one, especially. Let's have a look at that. Pretty fold out again. Isn't that pretty? But yeah, killer artwork on it. I don't know if it's usually art. I don't know, illustrated by Emil Tivol. Very nice work, Emil. Yeah, killer stuff. Number 16 is killer old Aussie death metal band Misery with their Dark Inspirations EP. Median value of this is $49.67, maximum $240. Far out, someone was bloody keen for this. Not sure how many of these there are. They're all labelled, like, all numbered. Mine's 47 and the one on Discogs is 130, so I'm guessing, I don't know, 150 of them maybe. Spiffy clear. These are actually lathe cut, which always sounds kind of trendy, but yeah, it doesn't always work. I'm pretty sure when I got this, the A side just didn't work at all, or it's just like this buzz, you can almost hear it in the background. B side's fine. A side, I tried it again the other day, first and last time. I think it was like, that's not working very well. So thankfully, this was part of this very handy Evil Reborn compilation that Memento Mori put out, which is also hard to get, but highly recommended because it's got their A Necessary Evil, the 2 demos, this and the Insidious EP. So definitely get that CD, but this still pretty cool, I gotta say. It's nice having this. I can't remember where I got this. It's on Subside Records, which I think was a New Zealand label from memory. So I might have got it off the band. I've had it since 1993 or whenever the hell it came out. So, and yeah, the songs on it are actually, I think, they also on. Pretty sure they're also on Insidious EP anyway. But yeah, killer death metal that they used to do, or still do. So yeah, you really can't go too wrong with this. But I'm glad it wasn't my stylus that was buggered, because that was my first thought when I put it back on the other day. And yeah, lathe, no. Up next, it's definitely one of the best looking ones. This is Dismember with Skinner Alive. This is from 1991. This is a Nuclear Blast version. Again, I can't remember where the hell I got this from. I might have bought it off my good mate Andy, possibly. But I don't know. This one, the median price is $49.74. Geez, a lot of these are $49 something. Maximum is $102.93, so it's a bargain, I reckon, for this. So yeah, this is pretty much the A-side's just the song Skinner Alive's just straight off like an ever-flowing stream. The B-side is Defective Decay, which I actually have as a extra track on my very old original, just like an ever-flowing stream CD. So yeah, it's very little point for this, but except for the fact it looks friggin' cool. I love that artwork. Defective Decay is, yeah, it's a music song. I mean, this Swedish death metal gods, I shouldn't even have to say that, but yeah, it's an old song they redid. It's from their Dismembered demo, I think from '88 or whenever that is, but it's just got these beautifully ridiculous pitch shifted vocals on it. Very much in the vein of the extra track on the CD of Left Hand Path, Premature Autopsy. So yeah, forever in their shadow, old Dismember. Yeah, this was reissued by excellent little label 7 Metal Inches Records. I think last year. You may still be able to get it if you're lucky, but was not. I think it might have been as a picture disc, but it comes with a proper cover, whereas this one just comes with a empty sleeve and the good old Modern Invasion sticker. We all know which warehouse this one went through to get into the country. So yeah, this is very killer little EP, and just that artwork and the boys looking pretty friggin' tough on the back. Can't go wrong. Number 14, we're sticking with Sweden and Dismember, and this is their rehearsal demo from 1989. Median price of this is $53.32 and maximum $65.20. And the maximum's not very big because This only came out like last year, I think. This is a reissue from Dementia Records in Czechia or wherever they're from these days. Czech Republic as it was called then. But yeah, so I got this for, I don't know, €16 I think it was. So yeah, this is just an old rehearsal. Sounds pretty bloody good for a rehearsal from 1989. Bloody hell. Yeah, this is their real old lineup, so it doesn't even have Matty Karki on it. It's got Robin on guitar and vocals. Is slightly different sort of voice. Sounds pretty good, but it's a bit quiet on here, unfortunately. I think the drums are a tad loud. But yeah, so the songs are Deranged from Blood, Blasphemies of the Flesh, which friggin' rules on this, Self-Dissection, and again, another of my favourites, Death Evocation. So yeah, pretty reasonable. It comes with nice, ridiculously blue vinyl and a little liner, well, barely liner notes. It's got an old interview with Fred, I think. Yeah, one of them. Yeah, Fred, from Zine, obviously asking stupid questions like, how often do you shave your legs? So, and yeah, always looking cool. So, yeah, hardly vital. I was quite surprised to see it on this list, but I'm pretty sure they only made like, I don't know, 300 or 500 of them or something. Dismember, still popular as they well should be. Number 13 is Portal with the End Mills. This has got a median price of $56.02 and maximum of $83.32. I kind of expected this one to be a bit more, to tell the truth. I don't think there's that many of these. This is actually a 2006 reissue of the CD of the same name and contents from 2002. This one came out on Black Talon Records. This one came out on Dissident Records, a different Queensland record label. Yeah, this has the songs The End Mills and Tempest Fugit, both of which are on Sepia, the first album. But these are different versions and not vastly different, I've got to say, but I've always loved the song Tempest Fugit. It has one of the few slightly decipherable riffs on that album. And I actually really like this version because it sounds kind of wonkier and more weirder and more sinister than the album version. Sounds bloody cool. I like it. End Mills is a sort of shorter one with a really long kind of atmospheric outro bit. Nothing too exciting, just black vinyl, no inners or anything. So yeah, very happy to have this one. I'm guessing I probably got this straight from Dissident. I used to order a bit of stuff when they were a kind of distro and record label or functioning one. I have a feeling they're still sort of going. I think he moved to England maybe, but yeah, killer little EP from a very, very deservedly well-known Aussie band. Number 12 is Anathema with We Are the Bible. This is a EP put out on the Collectors Club, which Peaceville ran for a while. It's got like, I don't know, 8, maybe 7 inches. I think I only own this and the GGFH one. There's like, At the Gates and Banished and a heap of their other bands. For some reason, not Autopsy. I don't know why they didn't get a Guernsey on this one. Or Dark Throne, I don't think. But yeah, this has got 2 songs. It's got Nailed to the Cross, 666, which is, that's it's on Pentecost 3, the sort of EP after this. And it's also got Eternal Rise of the Sun, which, it's alright. The first one, Nailed to the Cross 666, is sort of an improv, recorded live and improvised during the Pentecost 3 sessions. So, yeah, Nailed to the Cross, the start bit's pretty friggin' average. The 666 bits, I think it's sort of tacked on the end after maybe some silence or something or other of on Pentecost 3. It's just this sort of, fast rocky thing and them just going 666. It's got a solo or something or other. It's this kind of silly bit that really didn't fit particularly with Anathema, but I think they were a bunch of likely lads that, where their music was a bit more serious than they were, I think. So the side B, Eternal Rise of the Suns, based on the original theme written on the eve of the Gulf War by D. Patterson. What's his name? Darren, I guess. Darren? David? Anyway, D. Patterson. Recorded live and improvised during the Pentecost 3 session. So, yeah, it's a sort of a mellow song that kind of sounds like it's building to something and just never really gets there. It's got like spoken word or sort of vocals from Darren, like this is probably one of the last things with Darren White, the original singer. So, yeah, it's kind of crap, really, this whole thing. Might as well just get Pentecost 3 and I think Eternal Rise of the Suns on Resonance 2, maybe, one of their compilation ones. I think they're both versions of this are. But, yeah. Don't go out of your way to get this one. I can't even remember where I got this from. eBay, maybe, I think. But, yeah. This one's about as useful as the GGFH one, which is really kind of shit. But, yeah. So, I can't remember if I said it. This one's worth $56.35 and maximum of $82.50. So, yeah. I would not pay that again if I knew what this sounded like. Alright, now we start on the grind. This commences and it's not the end of the Gorbion Necropsy section of this video. This is a Gorbion Necropsy split with Gut, and I probably shouldn't show you either of those album covers for particularly long, but anyway, don't look too closely, kids. This one, I bought this on eBay because it was freaking hard to get for ages for $50 US, which is probably the most I've paid for a 7-inch, I reckon. Fortunately, the median price in Australian dollars is $56.66 and maximum $150 at least. But I think I bought this off Billy Nocera from Razorback Records. So thanks, Billy. You did all right out of this one. But I was very happy because this is probably my favourite Gorbion Necropsy release. It's just so over the top. It's ridiculous. This is back when they had a drum machine that had, what's his name? Dr. Industrial Puke Grinder the Third, something stupid like that. And yeah, this is just them at their weirdest for sure. It's it's hard to describe. I think it does come with the various bits and pieces. Fetching Filth starts with this like weird whistle in the background, noises, crazy drumming, programming, and just the grooviest bass line in the background. It's the drum machine's pretty much just set to insane the whole friggin' time. They've also got a cover of Gut. I think they cover each other. Oh no, that Gut don't cover Gorbion, but Gorbion do Art of Butchery, which is not on that side. But yeah, this stuff's just totally out there. It's just weird as shit. I can't remember if I've told this story before, but I used to have I still have a tape. I don't know where I got it from, but it had a Pod People album or like demo recording they did of an album like way back when. It was never used for anything, so probably rare as buggery. But for some reason on the end of it I bunged this Gorbion. I don't think it even had the Gut. I think it was just the Gorbion tracks, and I could never work out what the hell it was because I think it might have been listed as Gorbion Necropsy, so it took me ages to work out which 7-inch it was. This is pre-YouTube days. And yeah, eventually I finally worked it out. I was so happy because the songs are just crazy, weird samples. This is before they just turned into just raw noise mania. The Gut side, charming pictures. These are German porno grind kings, of course. Yeah, this is them probably at their best, I reckon. It's we got charming song titles. What do we got? We've got Dead Girls Don't Say No, Vagina Berserker, and Pussy Grinder. Actually, their song titles could be worse, to tell the truth. Oh, and this comes on nice pink or red vinyl. Yeah, they just got crazed, high-pitched vocals as always, and some decent growls. They specifically state, no vocal effects are used on this recording, which, yeah, I don't know about that. And of course, several songs with... yeah, no doubt very seedy German porno samples. So, yeah, beautiful stuff. Like, the Gut stuff's pretty good, but the Gorbion, perfect. Love it so much. Number 10 is Incubus with their self-titled or a number of different names that this EP has. Yeah, this one is the pretty legendary demo from 1987. This is the Florida Incubus. This is not the one that turned into Opprobrium, and definitely not the new metal Incubus. Yeah, this one had like Skirling von Scarborough from Melbourne Angel demo days on bass and vocals, I think. It's also got Gino Marino from Nocturnus demo days on guitar. And of course Mike Browning from Acheron and early Morbid Angel and Nocturnus on drums. Pretty legendary lineup. Honestly, it's never really done a giant amount for me. There's just too many solos, much like Nocturnus. not great enough music. It's keen, and I mean, this is freaking old, 1987. I do like the chaotic sort of nature to it. It's kind of got a, early, possessed Seven Churches sort of feel to it in parts. And the vocals are nicely over the top, I'll give them that. But, yeah, this is a reissue on 7-inch metal records. Picture disc. Ooh, fancy. They're pretty sure this sold out, like, very rapidly when it was first reissued. This is from a couple of years ago, I think. But Andreas, the main label guy, had some leftover ones, so I quickly snaffled it. So it cost me, I think, $37 Australian from them. It's worth $58.50 as the median price, or $63.29. So pretty happy to have this. It's, again, not my favourite thing in the world. Came with Incubus sticker and a 7-inch records, 7-inch metal records as well, and also this, which I'm guessing is seeing it's got Gore Records. I think that was the original. Well, I don't think this was ever officially released. I think that was the original bootleg version of this. I think it's also known as God Died on His Knees, and maybe Engulfed in Unspeakable Horror, which does the slightly iffy song on this. It's got like, it sounds like a jam session kind of bit in the middle of it. It is followed up by a friggin' killer riff, but yeah, this is really not my favourite old school death metal one, but it's good to have. Alright, number 9, we've got some Charmers. This is AC split with the Raunchous Brothers. Oh, Jesus. No idea where I got this from. I couldn't find any record in my email ones. Maybe I purposely purged it. I don't think I'll show you the inside or the back of this one, because the song titles are, not very good. In true AC style. I don't know much about the Raunchous Brothers. They're like a kind of a Chicago band. I think they're kind of scuzzy punk metal-y sort of stuff. They're just as charming song titles and liner notes as AC, but unfortunately their lyrics are quite decipherable. AC stuff on this is with like Nate Lynham on drums. It's pretty, not too bad, although I kind of find later AC stuff kind of weird. It's too grindy and not noisy enough. Like, it's like they're a serious band or something. I don't know, maybe they just got 2 talented members. Amusingly, in their thanks list, they thank everyone, including Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson, for writing one of the worst songs ever, because they do actually cover Say, 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 which is, proper song written by Michael Jackson, Paul McCartney. They do the AC version of it, which I'm sure you can work out. It's about the only amusing part of this whole thing, really. But yeah, in their thanks list, they also thank extra special thanks to Nate Lynham for not being in AC anymore. So yeah. Don't think they parted too well there, but yeah, not the proudest moment of my collection. This one, the median price is $59.30, and the maximum price is $103.50. But yeah, it's pretty average, really. This one, I was kind of surprised to see it, but like listed, and then I assumed it was for sale, and then I clicked on it, and it wasn't. I think it's banned because it's a bit rude. So yeah, Discogs is kind of weird. Like, it shows a median price as I said on the big list of all your stuff, but not when you actually click on it. So, oh well. As I said, don't know where I got it. Hopefully for very cheap. I bought this when it was new. I think there's like 1,000 of these. Yeah, good stuff. Number 9 is Back to Japan with Gorbion Necropsy, and they're split with Arse Destroyer. This is a noisy bloody album, or split this one, that's for sure. I got this for $5 US on eBay, so very happy with that. Its current median price is $66, and maximum is $149.98, so it's a bit. Glad I picked this one up for cheap. The Gorbion stuff on this, Japanese grind legends. This is their latest style, where it's just noisy short songs, and when I say noisy, I mean real noisy. With this stuff, if the song's longer than 10 seconds, it'll probably actually have a slowly decipherable sort of riff, usually a sort of fast hardcore bit, and then it just devolves into, blasts and growls and all sorts of crap. I do have some very usual amusing song titles. I'll show you the image as well, very stylish. They do have One song is Grotesque Butthole Noise, it's called. The lyrics are GBN, Anal Drilling, Harsh Shit, Core, Holocaust. They've also got a song called Feel the Harsh Shit. The lyrics are just rectum vibration. It's actually got viblation. Oops. Yeah, rectum vibration, brain violation, feel the harsh shit. They're true poets, these guys. Yeah. I think this came out because these guys toured together in Japan, I think. The other side is Ass Destroyer. It's an old Swedish sort of grindy, noisy something or other. I'm not sure what they're doing, but it's fast and friggin' noisy. Yeah. Their stuff's pretty much always untitled, I think. I don't know if they actually have song titles on here, maybe, but yeah, don't know what's going on there. I love that cover art. Can't remember what movie it's from. I worked it out once, but yeah, their stuff's just harsh, fast, crazy stuff. I've always wanted their they got like a full-length album, well, fullish length album, Teen Ass Revolt. I've always wanted it. It's only available on record, but it's one that I've got saved on Discogs as a want sort of thing, and so I get friggin' emails about it all the time. With it going for €500, I'm like, yeah, I want it. Not that bloody much, though, that's for sure. So, but yeah, this is I have a feeling I should do just a pure Gorbion Necropsy video, because I've read a lot of their stuff and probably wouldn't take long to explain it, because most of it sounds pretty friggin' similar, but I love that band. They're just so ridiculously over the top. It's beautiful. Alright, for number 7, we're sticking with Japan. This is Corrupted with their Vasana 7-inch. Which is kind of weird. This one, the median price is $67.50, maximum of $134.98. It's kind of weird. This came as a two EP set together. Even though they're kind of separate releases, they were released at the same time by HG Fact, a Japanese label, which is where I ordered them from. I think I got, they're like $15 US each, or for the two. I ordered 2 sets, one for me and one for Andy. And for some reason, this Vasana one is worth more than this, what's it called? An Island Insane one, which is only worth $37.50 apparently, so odd. Yeah, Corrupted are, well, I don't know if they're still going. I think they are. They're like a doom, sludgy, really very heavy band from Japan. Honestly, to tell the truth, I kind of like their 7-inch ones because they don't have as much time to fart ass around. Some of their album ones are just a bit too drawn out. Maybe it's just my lack of attention span, but I kind of like it when they're limited to, like 5 minutes and they got to smash it out a little faster. They're very heavy on this. This is, I think, it's probably the second last recording, or set of recordings with Heavy, the vocalist. I think he left after that Garden one, I don't know, something in German. Yeah, but this stuff, heavy as hell, which is kind of nice, as some of their stuff is a bit more mellow than I'm liking, so yeah, I'm still probably an early Corrupted 7-inch kind of guy, but I really don't have that many, because they're usually worth a lot of money. They're not friggin' cheap, so, and these are pretty minimal in their packaging. You get like a black card for each with, yeah, lots of Japanese on it, thank you. On the back cover, it's also got the same friggin' thing, but heavy-duty cardboard on that side. I don't know. But yeah, I was glad to have this one. Yeah, as I said, I'll probably try and expand, because that Corrupted did a lot of splits with like grind bands for some weird reason, and a number of which I still need. I'm pretty sure I still need the Enemy Soil one. Or maybe that might be the one I've got coming in the mail soonish. But yeah, great band though. I'd recommend checking out any Corrupted, but probably not the most recent stuff. Slightly older. It's the way to go. Japan fun continues, and I promise this is the last Gorbion Necropsy one. This is a Gorbion Necropsy split with Regurgitate. This one I got for $10.50 US from eBay. Its current median price is $67.50 and maximum of $90. This originally came out on the charmingly label, named No Weak Shit Records. Love it. Gorbion Necropsy stuff, yeah, it's harsh, it's wild, it's harsh shit. Let's see if they've got any charming song titles on this one. Regurgitated from my ass, horrendous radiation genocide. What else we got? Raucous and delirious, aftermath of napalm shower. Cockrock flattery, extreme noise torture. Oh, charming stuff. So yeah, this is just later era Gorbion. There's a consistency I'll give them. The regurgitate stuff on this is very friggin' noisy. This is from like 2000 or something. No song titles listed. I don't think these tracks appear to be on anything else. Oh yeah, that's right. It comes on spiffy red vinyl. Yeah, the regurgitate tracks don't appear to be on anything else. But yeah, I can kind of see why. It's just like really wild for them. Like their early stuff was pretty friggin' wild, but this is, yeah, pretty out there. I really hope they didn't spend too much on production, because it's pretty shit house, really. But hey, it's regurgitated. It still friggin' rules. So yeah, it's just noisy as buggery, but you can still decipher some of their riffs here and there. But yeah, Gorbion stuff rules as always. So yeah, I promise that's it. No more Japan. Alright, this next one's a bit rude, so I've had to censor it a bit, because I don't think YouTube would really appreciate this album cover. The next one's a split between Cock and Ball Torture and Last Days of Humanity. So, the Cock and Ball Torture side, which doesn't come with these Freddy's Dead 3D glasses, is their Big Tits and Big Dicks charming EP. And the other side, which I'll show even though it's probably worse taste, is Last Days of Humanity with Choked on Anal Mange. Lovely. So the Cock and Ball Torture one has big boobs on the cover, which is why I'm not showing it. I'm certainly not showing the inside. Yeah, that's worse on the inside, believe me. This one is median price $73.37, maximum of $122.28. I bought this for €11 on eBay, apparently. So pretty happy with that. I actually got this same order. I got these two covers, which I probably shouldn't also show too closely. Two Dead 7 inches, a Dead split with meat shits, no less. Yeah, I got them all together, which was an excellent day. The Cock and Ball Torture stuff on this, it's freaking killer. Quality song titles that, yeah, I probably shouldn't read them out, but my favourite one is Buttman Goes to Rio, which is obviously one of their more favoured movies. Quality one, that one. It's also got a cover of Suborbital Ejaculation by Mickey Purulent, which is a friggin' killer song. It looks to be recorded pretty much the same time as the Opussy 6 album. The Last Days of Humanity stuff on this it's the same lineup as Hymns of Indigestible Suppuration, which is my favourite Last Days album. So this is my favourite era. It sounds friggin' killer. Of course, it starts with a porno sample of some variety. I think it's, what's the song? Fungus Infected Genitals is tough as hell, and probably my favourite song on here. Just riffs of Rama. Great mix of groove, and they're just super intense blocks from their drummer Mark, who was Blastmaster, that's for sure. Of course, I've got this on CD, which I won't show you the cover of either, but yeah, gotta have it on CD as well. So yeah, great stuff. Let's just appreciate those Freddy's Dead ones. God knows how long I've had that for. When did Freddy's Dead come out? 90s probably. So yeah, this is a killer little EP, this one. Alright, number 4 is Aussie death metal action. This is Archeron with Deprived of Afterlife. This one, median value $75.48, maximum of $161.29. So yeah, this is I think their only proper release before they, other than a demo, before they turned into a Bramelin. I'd been looking for this for a long bloody time. I've actually got the t-shirt of this from like gig that I went to back in the 92, whenever it was, and saw these guys and recorded me. I think I rambled about it on one of my last collection updates because I got their demo, and yeah, I bought this t-shirt. So I've had the t-shirt forever and not the record, but I got this one off Jason from Bloodduster, so thanks Fuller. Yeah, he was selling this, unfortunately, as part of a deceased estate, so I was pleased to give some money for that. I got this for $50 Australian, plus postage, but so yeah, I was happy to get it, even if it was from not the greatest source, but Oh well. But yeah, this has got two songs, or two proper songs, Deprived of Afterlife and Death of Millions. Deprived is one of my favourite Bramlin or Acheron songs. This has got the most killer start riff. It's gold. They redid that on their self-titled album of a Bramlin. On this, Simon vocalist sounds just deep as hell, just awesome style, way better than the demo. Really came into his own on this. Death of Millions is another pretty catchy sort of banger. Shows much better songwriting than the demo. So, but yeah, this has got the original guitarist David and also early drummer Jason Dutton, or Snorkelbender. He was in Christbait and Sith Lord as well. I just wanted to say Snorkelbender. I always thought that was the coolest bloody nickname for some reason. So yeah, happy to finally get this one. This came out on a French label, Corpse Grinder Records, for some weird reason. So yeah, happy to finally get this. Alright, number 3, and this one's also a bit rude, this one, but hey, it's a drawing, it can't be that bad. This one's Destroyer 666 with Of Wolves, Women and War. I can't even remember where I got this from. I think maybe Impact Records, although Lucy from Arm and Angel was always hassling me to try and snaffle this off me, because he missed out on it. And so if he missed it and he worked at Impact, well, I don't know, I got it somewhere. Maybe from a gig, I don't know. But so I wouldn't have paid much for it, but now the median price is $81.52 and the maximum price is $163.04. This is number 226 of 666, of course. So yeah, this is Destroyer. This is, I think, just after they moved to the Netherlands. So it's like 2001, thereabouts. Well, that's when it was recorded. So it might be the first thing they recorded outside of the country. It's got 3 songs on it: Ghost Dance, Taste the Poison, and Levin's Blood. The first 2 songs, Ghost Dance and Taste the Poison, are just fast, nasty, great stuff. Shrapnel just goes off on Ghost Dance. It's definitely one of their underrated songs, I reckon. All these songs are on their To the Devil Is Due compilation, I think, so don't have to pick this up, but how could you not want to buy that charming cover art? The third song, Levin's Blood, has sort of, I don't know, kind of weird vocals that don't really work too well with me, but overall, nice, fast. This is sort of in between their Phoenix Rising and then Cold Steel albums, which is my preferred era for Destroyer. It's, yeah, nice little tasty EP, and yeah, that cover. So classy. Alright, number 2 is Spectral Voice split with Blood Incantation. This one I got for €14 from Iron Bonehead for some reason. This one's currently worth $95.62 as a median, or $187.50 as the maximum. This one came out on Bleak Environment and Woodsmoke, which appear to be 2 Colorado record labels. I don't know if they're run by the actual band members or what, but either way. So yeah, this is prior to either of their sort of debut albums, so I'm pretty sure, I don't think either of these songs are on anything else as well, so yeah, happy to have this little one. Production, honestly, is pretty friggin' average, so it's kind of a shame neither of them got a proper recording. And I'm guessing that photo is all of them together. I mean, they do share a lot of members, but yeah, this comes with not the most exciting hand cut out bit of paperwork, and also this poster, which is on flimsiest friggin' paper ever. It's like tissue paper almost. But yeah, excellent little EP. The songs are Mephitic Effluvia, which I think is it's the song off maybe the first Blood Incantation demo, and Slowly Claimed by Oblivion, and paying no more than $10. Well, I paid €14, and if you want to buy this now, you're paying a lot more than bloody $10, but it's just on black vinyl, so but yeah, nice DIY sort of feel to it all, so yeah, very happy to have this one. I was kind of surprised, but I'm not that surprised. I don't know how many of these there are. There's a couple of variants, but yeah, happy to have this one. And my most valuable 7-inch according to Discogs is these guys again. AC with Defenders of the Hate. Yeah. I don't know what I paid for this. I would have got it new, so bugger all probably. The median price on this is $97.81 and maximum $187.50. And I have a feeling, I don't think you can buy this one on Discogs anymore either. Might be blocked. I can't imagine why. Again, I'm not going to read out all the song titles, although I will point out one, which is one of my favourite AC songs, or song titles ever, is Walker, Texas Corpse. I don't know. It just gets me giggling every time. Yeah, honestly, I think this might be the first time I ever read any of their lyrics. Like, most of their early albums don't. I mean, the real early stuff doesn't even have song titles, let alone lyrics. I think this might be the first time I didn't actually buy I Like It When You Die or It Just Gets Worse. They might have lyrics, possibly, but this one does. And yeah, it was disappointing, really. I'm not that surprised. I was kind of expecting a little more quality humour in them. They were just a little too bass, a bit too AC, you could say. I do really like the song about the village people though on this. It's beautiful. That's class. They did still have a good sense of humour at times, and the music, again, it's later AC stuff, so it kind of lacks the humour. Like, I don't know, it's still, fun, fast, nasty grind, sort of, but it's not noisecore enough, and it's just not that amusing. So, yeah, as I said, happy to have it. It's not something I reach for all that often, to tell the truth, but I like earlier AC stuff way more than this sort of era. But hey, at least it doesn't have a postcard with Seth getting a head job, which fortunately came with one of my CD versions. That, yeah, I'm not really sad I can't find that postcard, because it's like, yeah, thanks for that. Anyway, yeah, this probably got me demonetised, but yeah, what the hell. Good old AC, number one. Well, that's all my most valuable 7 inches, 2 of which you probably can't actually buy on there, half of which you probably can't buy too easily anyway, but I've enjoyed doing these things. It's an interesting sort of challenge. I might do them again in a couple of years, see if I've bought much more stuff, but honestly, as you see from my collection updates, I'm mostly buying new stuff. I've been getting a bit into buying, classic old stuff, but yeah, anyway. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.